Hello, I'm Lara Lizzio and I'm the founder of Wellmum. Today I wanted to talk to you about healthy eating tips for motherhood. It seems really simple, but just to put down some foundations and reminders really, because sometimes we just want what's convenient and what will make our life easier, because cooking every night, let's be honest, it can become tedious sometimes and we don't always enjoy every moment. So sometimes we just want a break. But I just wanted to flag a few important points for us to remember on our quest towards ease in motherhood. And firstly, what I would say is the things we need to cut out. And there's a lot of books written on nutrition for wanting to fall pregnant, when you're breastfeeding, but generally it's forgotten when you're a mum and you're time poor. But it is important to remember when you're a mum that it's still really key, the nutritional value that you put into your body. I'm not a nutritionist, but I know and our community knows what is good, and let's just remind each other. So cutting down on sugar, the first thing, processed sugar. So much of what we eat now is full of processed sugar. So the way to get around that is, even tomato sauces, like you could buy a pasta sauce and they're full of sugar. And the best way I've found to get around that is to buy cans of tomatoes that don't have sugar added. And then you saute some onion and some garlic, throw in the tomato, whatever other veggies you want, and there's your either spaghetti sauce or meat sauce or whatever it is. And just doing a little bit more from scratch. Maybe takes a few steps more, more of your time, but you're just getting so much better for you. Those simple things that you don't expect sugar to be in, and they're hidden in there. So we're constantly eating sugar, and then we want more sugar. So your bodies just get accustomed to it. And the problem with that is our kids are having more and more sugar, more than like my generation, had as kids. You have all this sugar in everyday foods. So, I'm a big believer in doing things from scratch in that sense. The other is salt. Okay, we do like to have salt on something. It brings out the flavour, of course, but we don't need as much salt as we do put in our everyday food. So cutting down salt, cutting down sugar, and staying away from processed foods, that's an obvious one. And also foods that have preservatives in them. So anything that's in a container or in a plastic tin, they've got preservatives because they have to last for a long time. So you're really looking for fresh foods, nutritional value. And as we said, if you can go to organic markets or whatever fruit and veg shop is the most fresh for you in your locality. Being able to have some foods that are raw as well, because as soon as you cook anything, it loses some of its nutrition just in the cooking process. So, if you're making a salad, chop up some carrots too, which you might normally only cook. Chop up some carrots, include, avocado, which is a really healthy fat, olives, put in there as much as you get. Mushrooms are great. We put a bit of dressing on mushrooms. They're really nice in a salad. You don't have to cook them all the time. So things like that. And then in terms of your salad dressing, apple cider vinegar is amazing. It's like, the nectar of the gods. It's just so good for you. It's a super food. And if you put, some apple cider vinegar and some extra virgin olive oil, you've got an amazing, dressing for a salad. And you think of all the Mediterranean diets and how a lot of the Mediterranean people have long lives because they eat these beautiful fats of olive oil. We're told olive oil's fattening, but it's a really healthy fat and you need it in a balanced diet. So that's a simple way of incorporating raw foods and a great dressing, healthy dressing to make a lovely salad for your family. That's really simple, right? It doesn't take too long, and you're getting the best nutrients and whatnot. So they're just some simple reminders for you to make sure that your children aren't constantly bombarded with sugar, constantly bombarded with salt, because starting from a young age, it doesn't set them up well. And it's up to us to set the pace for them. So, and also to look after ourselves, and that's part of the nurturing of us as a well mum. So there's a reminder, and you know, we've got some recipes that we'll be putting up that are simple, quick, easy to make in the week when you're busy, maybe juggling work and picking the kids up from school, and something simple that you can make. And please share your recipes that you have, you know, simple, healthy meals that are your favourites for your family, or things that you like to make. Please share them with us in the comments below, and we look forward to see those.